So good day everyone. So today we're going to discuss about my code. So the code will run from top to bottom. So we're going to start at the top. So first I import the scanner. Then this is my class name, Diamond. So my class name and my file name, it must be the same in order to run the code. Then I have this main function, or shall we call global variable. So I have inside my main function, I have all of my code. Then I created a scanner object. So this is the name of my scanner, scan. Then use scanner system.in. So then I declared here the data type is string and the variable name is sagot. Then I have this do while loop. Inside my do while loop I have print enter number 1 to 10. So it will display this. Then in order to have an input, or in order for the user to input a number from 1 to 10, we must need this code. So this is an data type in, and my variable name is size is equal to scan. So this is my scanner. Put my scanner here. That next in. Then next of this is this scan that next line. The purpose of this is to prevent the buffer or error of the input. Then if next inside the do while I have this if statement. So the condition is when the size is greater than or equal to 1 and the size is less than or equal to 10. So if the condition is true, it will go inside this. So first I declared the array. So this is a 2D array. So this is the name of my array. I have this 2D array. Then inside my, so this is the first is the row and this is the column. So it will depend if what the user will input. It will go there in the row and bottom, I mean column. So inside the if else statement I have also this 2D for loop. So I declared here. So this is the initialization and I equal to 0. This is a condition and this is an increment. So every time the condition will true, it will increment the value. So if int is equal to 0 and I is less than or equal less than by size, so we'll run this inside loop. So I declared also here int y is equal to 0 and y is less than or equal to I, and it will increment inside this for loop. So I have this array I and y. So I is this and y is this. So this is the row and column. So in order to change the value of I and y, so I want my output will only have a one value, or all my output is always 1. So it will have a right triangle contains of only one number, so the number 1. So this is the purpose of this. Then if the condition will going to false, it will go back to this for loop, outside for loop. So that's how for loop works. Then the next, another for loop below that, below this for loop, we have another for loop. The purpose of this is to have an output, so that we'll going able to see our output, because we already have an input here. So this is always the same like this: initialization, condition, and increment. So inside my for loop here, I have this code to print our array. Then when it will go into false, it will print line. Then go back to this outside for loop. So if the user will, I have this if else statement, so this is all inside the do while loop. So I have many loops here. I mean I have two for loops here and if else statement. So it is inside, it is all inside the do while loop. So else, so if the user will enter less than or greater than by 10, so it will output or it will print try again. Then because we have a do while loop, so we have an infinite loop until the user will stop the loop or type yes or terminate the loop, because it indicates here or it prints here that it will ask the user to terminate. If the user will answer yes, so it will stop the loop, and if the user will answer no, so it will continue the loop infinitely. Then we have this variable name sagot, then declare our scanner. So as you can see here, we have no data type here, so it has only a variable name. So if you might be wondering, at the top of the do while loop I declared this string sagot. So why? So because if I declared inside only the while loop, so it can only access inside this bracket of the do while loop from here to here. So it cannot access the outside of the do while loop. So in order to access all of this, so I declared at the outside the do while loop. So because it is crucial, because I declared the variable here in my while loop. So that's because I put outside the do while loop. Then if the user will answer no, so it will infinitely loop while. So we have a while here. So the sagot that equals ignore case, it's the condition. If the sagot is equals to no, true, it will run back to the top and if the user will answer yes, so it will terminate the program. So that's how my program works from top to bottom. So I hope you understand how my program works, and I hope you learn something from my discussion. Thank you, and God bless us all.